Okay, y'all, this is totally driving home, spontaneous. Hadn't sung my principal songs in a long time, so I might have to make a couple different videos. So we have pattern, repeats, pattern, repeats, like in math. You got your circle, square, circle, square, circle, 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 square. Pattern repeats, like in math. Rhythm also repeats, but it's in a beat. It can be crazy like, it can be all over the place. Rhythm, line, 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 line. Rhythm, repeat and a beat. Repeat and a beat. That's right, repeat and a beat. Rhythm, R-H-Y-T-H-M. R-H-Y-T-H-M. It's rhythm. It's rhythm. R-H-Y-T-H-M. R-H-Y-T-H-M. It's a rhythm. Rhythm with your art elements. Repeat them in a beat. Repeat them in a beat. Okay, so then we have movement. Your eye is going to move on the art elements. So it creates like a flow. It can just be like you made a sense of movement, like when you draw a stick figure dude and you put lines, or a car, like to show lines like it's moving, or like the way you draw water. But if you're dealing with design, it's like placing your shapes within your space in a way that your eye is going to move on the shapes. Your eye is encouraged to take a journey on the art elements. So you could say, my eye takes a journey on the art elements. Like in starry night, night. Like in starry night, night. My eye takes a journey on the art elements. That's how you get some movement. Moving your eye on the art elements. I'm moving it, yeah. I don't know, that's all I got for movement. Okay, moving on now. So we have rhythm, we have pattern, we have movement, and so we have, sorry, I'm on 40 now, so my brain is like, Let's see, we have rhythm, pattern, movement. Rhythm, pattern, movement. We have balance. Okay, so equal visual weight is balance. Equal visual weight is balance. Equal visual weight is balance. It's one of the things you need for a good composition. You got to balance it. It can be symmetrical, asymmetrical, or radial. Okay, so equal visual weight is balance. Equal visual weight is balance. Make a point of emphasis. Your eye draws to the focal point. Something stands out, that's emphasis. That's emphasis. Something stands out, that's emphasis. That's emphasis. You can take a color and make it bright. You can take a line and make it thick. However you do it, that's emphasis. That's emphasis. So to have a stellar composition, you gotta have balance and emphasis. Balance and emphasis. That's how you have a good composition. Balance and emphasis. Balance and emphasis. Okay, let's see what else we have. Unity. One art element ties it together. One art element ties it together. One art element ties it together. That's unity. That's unity. One art element ties it together. One art element ties it together. One art element ties it together. That's unity. That's unity. In variety, there's just lots of differences. In variety, there's just lots of differences. In variety, there's just lots of differences. Contrasts are like extreme differences. So like, it can be subtle contrast, but it's at least one difference. Variety is lots of differences. Contrast is like a focused amount of differences. So typically like one. So, contrast, you got one difference, you got one difference. Contrast, you got one difference, you have one difference. Okay, that was the one I used to use in elementary school. Sorry if some of these are cheesy, they were made for younger folks. Okay, so contrast, variety, what else? Proportion, comparing parts to the whole. Proportion, comparing parts to the whole. Proportion. Proportion. Comparing parts to the whole. It can be realistic or unrealistic. realistic or unrealistic proportion. Sorry, people are merging funny on this highway. Comparing parts to the whole, proportion. Comparing parts to the whole, proportion. Let's see what else. So you have rhythm and pattern and movement and variety and balance and unity, contrast, emphasis, balance. That's all of it. So I'm going to work on like just a list of just the words for memorizing, and that video will be coming soon. Thank you for driving with me home.